One of Canada's most successful Canadian tennis players is saying goodbye to the sport.
Brilliantly taken, brilliantly won, and hugely surprising after 2 sets.
After nearly 2 decades, Vasek Pospisil will call it a career at the National Bank Open in Toronto this week. For more on that decision and his historic career, we are joined in studio by Vasek Pospisil. It is so great to meet you, and thanks for coming in person to the studio.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
This is a huge moment. I mean, what led you to this decision?
Yeah, it is a big moment, and I've come to terms with it. I've been looking forward to this week and looking forward to hanging up the rackets, but it hits a bit different now. So I think my time has come. My body's been breaking down the last few years, and I'm definitely feeling the burnout of all those years of hard work and travel, and there's so much more to life, and I think it's just the perfect time for me to step away.
It feels right.
It does, yeah.
Especially when you've had a career like you've had. I'm going to just list your accomplishments. Are you ready? Okay, you've given Canadians so much to cheer for. We've been cheering for you forever. I mean, that includes winning Wimbledon doubles in 2014, Wimbledon singles quarterfinals in 2015, defeating world #1 Andy Murray in 2017, leading Canada to win its first ever Davis Cup title. That was amazing. In 2022. That's me listing that. You tell us, what have been your highlights over your career?
Yeah, the results-wise, definitely Wimbledon title and winning Davis Cup for Canada. Yeah. The Davis Cup was so special because, Wimbledon was unexpected. I mean, unexpected. It just kind of happened. I was still, relatively young, 24 years old. But Davis Cup, there was this long build-up. It was something that we wanted to win for so many years. And then I knew that, I was reaching the last few years of my career, and I felt like it was kind of the last chance to do it. So that was unbelievably special to do it for Canada for the first time. Yeah.
And then all of the work that you've done off the court, you've been a leading voice for improving the tour for players. In 2019, you co-founded the Professional Tennis Players Association with Novak Djokovic. The PTPA advocates for reforms for, more fair scheduling and prize money distribution for the fairness there. How will you continue that on to support players' rights going forward?
Yeah, it's a very important mission. Probably the most important thing that I could do in this sport, to be honest with you. And so I'm going to stay very close to that. There's a lot of work that needs to be done, and there are a lot of issues in tennis when you look under the hood and when you've been close to it, like I have for so many years. It screams, reform. I mean, it needs to happen. So. I'll be involved in that as long as it takes. I'm not gonna stop, and until there's some kind of conclusion. I think we're gonna be successful, and I think tennis is gonna be in a much better place for everybody, from the player side especially, but fans and the business of tennis as well. So,
the business of tennis. I mean, you've described tennis as your way of giving back to Canada, right? What will it mean to you when you walk out on court in Toronto one last time?
Yeah, it's going to be very special. I'm very grateful, to be able to do it one last time and have my friends and family there. Everyone's flying in for it. So it's going to, I don't know how I'll react at the time, but I'm a bit nervous, but I'm more excited than nervous right now. We'll see if that changes in the next few days.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. Can I ask you about something? Because
yes.
I feel like I say this every year, but a bunch of players, as we know, have withdrawn from the tournament. This seems to be happening on a regular basis. We've got Djokovic, Alcaraz, Sinner not playing in the tournament. What is this? What do you make of all this?
It's a very tough season. It's a very long season, and the event this week is kind of in a tough spot in the calendar because the players are going week after week after week through the clay court season into the grass court season, and there's not much time for downtime. So some players might want to have a bit of a vacation and relax a little bit because they've been going for so many weeks in a row. And then also others will be injured potentially or have some issues physically because it is so demanding, and it's not natural to be flying around the world, continent to continent, playing at a high, competitive level day in and day out. So your body does need to rest, and unfortunately the timing, is not amazing for this week here in Toronto, and you see that with some players being injured coming in.
When we jump ahead and we look forward to next year at this time, where are you? What are you doing? What's the plan?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Ask me in a year.
Yeah.
No, I have some plans. I mean, I do want to stay, relatively close to tennis. I love the sport. It's been my whole life, and at the same time, I do want to explore other things in my life and business, so I have a few conversations that I need to have coming up over the next few weeks, and then we'll see.
Also, one more thing. Okay, so I just started with my lessons with paddle.
Yes.
And I was asking you, do you play the sport? And everyone in here yesterday was like, what are you talking about? You play, right?
I do play. It's an amazing sport.
Okay.
It's amazing. I play as much as I can. Every time I have, an hour to, my schedule, or if there's course nearby, I'm playing, so it's amazing. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, it is.
I know. I got to introduce everybody. The crew, I got to introduce you to this. Yeah, I'm the right person to introduce you to this, obviously. Thanks so much for stopping by. Congratulations on an amazing career.
We'll
be watching this week.
I really appreciate it.
All right, just to let everybody know, the tournament, the National Bank Open, begins on Saturday in Toronto.
If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.